Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry for the delay in the video blogs. My gosh. You'd think after submitting Mute Mode Super Challenge to Nintendo, I'd actually have some downtime, but no rest for the wicked apparently. Not only doing lots of paperwork and stuff for the submission, but also just other stuff, working on other stuff, lots of stuff going on. So anyway. But so there's technically four SKUs. A SKU is a single product item with its own unique, product code, game code, or whatever. So, it's 3DS and Wii U, two SKUs, but then it's doubled because we have North America and Europe. So there's four total, and each one of them is a unique build. Even though, we try and make them basically the same, they are a little different. They have different e-manuals in them and different, just different codes, different, age rating things. So they are different. They are unique. Anyway, so we have four of them out. Two of them have been approved. So that's awesome. Oh my gosh. So quick though, less than 2 weeks. That's amazing. And then the other two we're waiting on. So until all of them are approved, we won't actually have the final release date. Some people have been asking, which ones have been approved and so on. I think it's probably best not to say that because I don't want people getting into, like if I say, oh, one of them is approved, in North America or Europe or whatever, I don't want people to think, well, we should just release it over here before the other one. We want to try and do a simultaneous release. So that's the goal. So, but if the last two come in with issues, and if that is isolated to a certain territory, then we might be forced into a position of releasing one before the other, but hopefully not. Hopefully the fact that two have been approved, then that means the other two should be good too. We'll see. Anyway, so that's super exciting. Yay! Oh my gosh. So yeah, working on trailers and gathering screenshots, filling out documentation, and oh my gosh, lots of stuff. But it's exciting, really exciting to have the game done. I think you guys are going to like it. It's a good game. I've been playing it even since we finished it, and I've also gone back to the original mods to kind of just because it's fun to go back to the old game, and yeah, it's neat. I love the original mods, and I wouldn't, what's interesting about Mod Super Challenge is it does feel different. Obviously the player package is the same. It's not all crazy different, but because of the nature of the level designs being a little different, being engineered about being more challenging off the bat, and the extra things we added with the hidden pathways, the collectible little CDs you can get for the music, secret characters, the fact that you're required to get all the gems, complete the regular level and the secret level of an entire world to unlock the boss door. I'm not sure if I've revealed that before, but that is the case. Then it changes your mentality when you're going through the levels. Like do you do all of the first four regular levels, and then all the doors are open when you first start the game, apart from apart from the back door, back doors. So do you do maybe the regular levels of the first world, and then maybe go to the second, third, or fourth world, or do you do the regular levels and the secret levels for the first world before you move on? It's up to you, or you do regular level over here, one over there, and so on. It's up to you, which is kind of nice. That's kind of the whole point, is to give it, because it's all balls hard, then it gives you the opportunity to jump around and do whatever you want in any order you want, which is cool. And of course, you have the power-ups at your disposal from the beginning as well. So there's that. Yeah, it's cool. It has a very different feel, which is nice. I like it. So it's a nice complement to mods. It's not just a replacement or an enhancement or necessarily an improvement. That will be up to you and which one you prefer. But it's a nice, it's like a similar experience, but it's different, and that's really cool. I like that a lot. Like for me, and even though I'm so close to it, I can sense that difference when I play the original and I play Super Challenge. I'm like, oh, I can get something different from this experience. Yeah, it's cool. Super Challenge is bloody hard. Not to the point where it's like impossible and mean, but it's more challenging. It doesn't really give you much of a break. So it's pretty intense, so you really have to have your shit together to be able to do it. It's cool, and sometimes I'm like, I'll come back to this later, you know, because it's pretty tough. But then you usually come back, just like any of my favorite games. You come back to it, and boom, you ace it in the first time after you come back after having a break. You know, it's funny like that because it's all fair and it's all doable. A lot of it is down to your mindset, you know, and your fatigue on what's physical, you know. Condition you're in at that time, whether you be sleepy or completely awake or, you know, whatever. So, you know, doing New Mod Super Challenge from start to finish, all 40 levels and all 5 bosses, that'd be quite a physical and mental challenge. So I look forward to seeing if who can take that on and how well you feel after that. Anyway, so good time. So I wasted, or not wasted, but I spent 6 minutes waffling about that. So this is the set in the background here of a commercial, well, not a commercial, but a trailer, a live action trailer that I made for the game, which is pretty absurd. It's fun. I like it. It turned out pretty cool. I had the fisheye lens on for that, but for this obviously I don't. So and I need to shave, and I probably, you know, whatever. Do I need a haircut? Probably. It's getting a little. It's not looking too bad, right? Okay, so let's see. So I'm looking at my last thingamajig. I did actually answer some questions in the questions, you know, via text in the past, because I knew, you know, I was just busy doing other stuff. So some of them I've already answered, so yay. I'll go to some of the ones that maybe I haven't, if I can actually, bear with me. Trying to get this thing scrolling. Apparently, I usually have I'm using my new laptop. You know, you can see it. Not that I'll show you, but I'm using my new laptop. I'm usually got my mouse thing plugged in, but right now I don't. So yeah, that's right. Okay, let's see if there's any questions where I haven't answered yet. Excuse me. All right. Oh, you know what? I've actually answered, I think, most of them apart from like maybe 2 at the top. Wow. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Life and Gaming. Hello, Life and Gaming. Mr. Gaming, you. All right. Thanks so much for answering my question in the last video. Do you think you'll continue to release new levels for Super Challenge post-release like we did with mods on the 3DS? Maybe. Maybe. You know, it kind of, it was fun. What happened with the original mods is, we made the original game, had 40 levels in it, and then we made the PC one, I think, next, that had an additional 20 levels, and then we just folded those back into the original 3DS, and then we made 20 more for the Wii U version, folded those back into the 3DS. So, we'll see. You know, we don't necessarily plan on adding more levels for, you know, other platforms or anything like that, like we did. Not saying we won't, but right now that's not the plan to do that. We did that because there's so much gap in between the platforms. We wanted to give it new content for people to be interested in it. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, we might. We'll see. If it sells well and it seems like it's worth it, and we can create a nice, fun, you know, event, something special by adding additional levels in the future. We'd love to. But as I have said before, and I probably will say way too many times in the past, we're so tiny. We have to be really careful with how we spend our time doing stuff, you know. Yeah. I just wanted to say Renegade Kid is my favorite developer. Thank you very much. Nicholas, I also love, but I haven't played as many of their games, and I always get excited about yours, so you win. Awesome, thank you, I appreciate that. And they said Dementium Remastered didn't sell well, but I got it on release day and loved it even more than the original. Awesome, very cool. Well, thanks, man, I appreciate it. Or lady, I don't know if you're a male or female, but I thank you, I appreciate it. And then Cesar Gonzalez, if you ever get the chance to make Dementium 3, hi Cesar, how's it going? And I really hope you do, would you do a retail release? I'd very much like to have that in the box and stuff like that. I guess anything's possible. I guess I should obviously touch on that. I almost forgot of that. Yeah, we did not hit the number of retweets that I would like to have reached on the Dementium 3 tweet. And so there you go. So that's, you know, that was, you know, just you know, kind of putting a finger in the air, kind of see what kind of level of interest was out there. We got well over 600, you know, retweets on that, which is amazing, which is awesome. But to do a Kickstarter campaign, we would need thousands of people, donating cash to make that happen. So not that Twitter obviously is the be all end all of not necessarily representative of how many people would necessarily be interested in a Kickstarter campaign, but it's certainly a good indication of the level of interest out there. So I know some people will be like, no, they will disagree with this, but for me, I feel like that number, even though it's great, I think it does show that yes, there's a very small, passionate audience for the Dementium brand. I don't know if it's a big enough one to generate the cash that we would need to make a Dementium 3. Because a Dementium 3, even if it was 3DS, even if it wasn't console, would still be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just do the math on that, I mean, 2,000 people, $10 each. What's that? Is that 20,000? I think it is. My brain's not working right now. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Whatever I just said. Anyway, but you get my point. If you have, you just need thousands of people paying anywhere from 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 each, a range of that, depending on what rewards and stuff you have. I need to do the math on that because it bugs me, because I don't even know what I said now. I want to make sure I didn't say something completely ridiculous. Let me get my calculator up. Oh, I don't have one. I don't have a shortcut on my computer yet for that. All right, bear with me. I'm going to do some quick math calculations because that is really exciting for you to watch me do that. All right, so if you had, let's just say you had 2,000 people, boom, 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 and they all give you, where's my thingy, $10, 20,000. I think that's what I said before. I meant to say that, even if I didn't say that. Thankfully, my math in my head, regardless of what I may have said, was correct. Great. So, even if you double that, it's still not, it's a lot of money to you and me, but for a team of people making a game, it's not enough, unfortunately. And like I've said before, Dementium 2 had a budget of 500,000, and that was a Dementium 2 on the DS. So if we were to do 3DS, it would cost more if we were to do a Dementium 3, because the number of polygons, the size of the textures, and even just the basic core of the gameplay experience may even need to be different because of how much time has passed. Honestly, even Dementium 1 and 2 were pretty old school in their design even then, let alone now. Dementium 2 less so, but still some aspects of it are very kind of traditional in that way, which was deliberate at the time. But I don't know how much you can get away with that with a brand new game these days. So anyways, there's where it comes with physics and destructible environments and all kinds of stuff, that's kind of what you expect these days from those kinds of games. So a lot of effort, a lot of programmers, a lot of artists, a lot of designers, a lot of audio people to make that. So anyway, so there you go. So unfortunately, Dementium 3 will have to be on hold for now. It doesn't mean we'll never do it, but it does mean we won't be doing the Kickstarter at this time, faux show, because there's certainly not enough interest at this point, I don't think. Enough support to be able to generate that kind of money, so you'd have to find a different way of doing that. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully Dementium 2 remastered on the 3DS. Hopefully that sells a lot better than Dementium 1, and that will give us more confidence as well in possibly readdressing, this idea of Dementium 3 Kickstarter. So that will give it another potential chance as well. Cool guys, well, I'm going to get back to it. I have paperwork and screenshots and other things to do for Dementium Remastered. So not Dementium Remastered, Mutant Mud Super Challenge. So just to make it clear, just in case I didn't, it's 3DS and Wii U in North America and Europe all at the same time, and including Australia and New Zealand. And it will be cross-buy. So you buy it on the 3DS, you get the Wii U one for free, vice versa. There's the loyalty discount. If you already own MUDs, you get a percentage off if you buy the game in the first 30 days. And also, if you buy the game in the first 30 days, if you haven't bought MUDs before, but you did download the demo from E3, the Nindies at Home demo, that also counts towards the loyalty discount. Excuse me. If you've done both, you can't stack them. You just get the discount. So anyway, so pretty exciting stuff. So it's yeah. So yeah, we're super excited. So touch wood, if everything goes well, we might be looking at hopefully a mid-March release. Just waiting on those last 2 SKUs to be approved, and when they are, that still gives us plenty of time to get all the ducks in a row for the release a month from now, basically, as far as just all the logistics and stuff that we need for the eShop. So yeah, cool guys. All right, well, I hope you're having a good one. Leave questions in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, guys, take care.